Hey guys, so I'm going on a trip back to my college that I graduated from, and I figured I might film some of it, because I'm feeling creatively inspired, or something like that. So I'm about to head out. I have to stop at a thrift shop first and drop some stuff off. I've got my iPod Classic hooked up, still got one of these babies. So yeah, come along with me. Hope you enjoy it.
More than I can say, do it to me. I can say, more than I can say, do it to me. I can say.
I do wish you guys could see the rig that I have set up in the seat next to me because it's a little ridiculous. So right now you guys are on a tripod, and that tripod has one leg on the seat and two legs on the ground, and then there's a strap attached to the top of the tripod. Come on. That I have tied around the base of the headrest of that seat so you guys can't move forward at all. Not a ton to stop lateral motion, but I don't intend to be taking any really hard corners. Ooh, maybe this guy's dropping off some of the presents I bought for my siblings. Maybe. Let's hope so. Oh my gosh, there's so much traffic. All right, here we go. Pepsi truck, be gone! Oh, see, see? I told you! Not much to stop that lateral motion. This is gonna be a problem. Oh, it's all ruined. It's all ruined. Welcome back. How was your trip? So yeah, this will be fun.
More than I can say, do it to me. I can say, more than I can say.
I guess I should explain the reason that you guys are like this and not, like, I don't know, on my dashboard or something like that. A couple of reasons. One, I don't have a GoPro. That would be the easiest solution, just mount a GoPro. I do, oddly enough, have a GoPro mount on my dashboard. That was because I borrowed one from the AV department at my college over break once. So they gave me a mount to put on my dashboard, assuming that you could get it off. This thing, I don't know what kind of adhesive GoPro uses on their mounts, but this thing is never coming off. I really don't think I'm ever going to be able to get it off my dashboard. But that's fine, because I don't ever intend on selling this car. I'm just going to ride it into the ground and then sign it up for a demolition derby when I don't think it can take anymore. I would love to be able to just grab my camera and prop it on my dashboard, point it at me. I feel like that'd be really nice, but it doesn't stay. It just kind of sits and slides off the dashboard and into my lap while I'm driving. I've tried. It's not that I haven't tried, just I'm trying this out because this seems to be like the best solution, and I did it once before in a video that I made, and it worked pretty well. Yeah, it worked alright. I'm doing what I can. I'm with what I have. That came out odd. A little experiment, and you get to see kind of the scenery around where I live at very high speeds. I say so much. I was just editing my vinyl video. The amount of ums I had to take out of that video, I say it so much. I was a communication major. I took public speaking. I should know not to say I should have that under control, but I guess I don't. I feel... I was about to say the sentence, I feel like I don't say like that much. But see, in that situation, it's appropriate because I feel like this. That is a proper way to use it. I feel like a certain type of way. See, I was gonna say again, I feel like. How else would you express that? I have a feeling that. I feel that. Maybe you could say that instead. I'm never gonna win. I'm never gonna win. Also, where I live, there is a rather large community of Hasidic Jewish people. I'm not sure the proper terminology for them, but there's quite a lot of them around. So on this trip that I take, there is a span of road where there are a number of billboards geared towards that community. So a lot of the writing is in Hebrew on these billboards, but some of it's in English. And one of the ones that is my favorite ad and billboard of all time that I've ever seen anywhere is one of these. It's in English, and it had a picture of an old Jewish man, great big long white beard, yarmulke on, with a little cup of tea, just looking as content as one could possibly be. And all it said on the billboard was, "Some people relax at like Orchard Park" or something. And it was an ad for like a retirement center where you could send your elderly, family members where they could kind of, have assisted living. I think, anyway, reading into it a little bit. But it's the most non-aggressive, like submissive advertising I've ever seen. Some people relax here. Not all people, not everyone, but some people do.
It's all about the bumps in
What kind
your
of ad is that? Something that I just thought of, maybe someone will find it interesting to listen to me and just chat about this. I saw this study that was done by, I want to say Bloomberg Business Week, I might be wrong about that, where they sent out surveys and had people say how they pronounced certain words, or what they had words like expressions for things throughout the United States. And I thought this was really interesting, just because my dad is English, as in he was born in England, grew up there, lived there until he was in his 30s, I want to say. So I feel like growing up with his accent and his slightly different vocabulary kind of affected the way I pronounce certain things, and even the way I talk, just a little bit. Like my friends up at school always said I said the word hilarious kind of odd, which I don't get. I can't hear a difference between the way I say hilarious and the way other people say it. Let me know, do I say the word hilarious odd? I don't know. So in it, there were a number of things, words like crayfish versus crawfish or crawdad, pajama versus pajama, Coke versus pop versus soda, syrup versus syrup, mayonnaise versus mayonnaise. And I found that for the area where I lived in on the map, I agreed with only maybe like 50% of them as far as how I would pronounce something. I feel like the area where I live in is just very diverse, and not everyone really talks exactly the same way. We all talk quickly because we're like from the New York kind of metropolitan area, and we're all famous for talking really quickly and never having a moment to speak. See, I can't talk that fast. I try to talk quickly and always jumble over my words. My brother and I actually, when we were younger, would have fun at the dinner table trying to see who could talk the fastest, just going back and forth, trying to have a conversation without ever really pausing or taking a moment to take a breath while you're talking about this particular subject. And that was always kind of fun. But I don't know, I didn't really agree with it, and I thought that was strange. Like it said, for the area where I live, people say syrup, which no, the heck we don't! We say syrup. It's syrup. Maple syrup. I don't know. It was odd. I don't know. I loved growing up with my dad being English, because he introduced me to like English television and English comedy, and I love that so much. So I don't know if that was interesting at all to anyone. Just some musings. Alright.
That boy needs therapy.
If you're not from the New York City area, maybe you've never been to New York City, a couple of things. New York, for the most part, is like this, okay? Most of New York is pretty rural, there's trees everywhere, and it's largely farmland. New York is not just New York City. New York City is like 5 square miles in the bottom right-hand corner of New York. New York has a massive population. It's a huge state. And it sucks that anyone outside of America, or even just outside of the New York area, like in the South or in the West Coast, when they think of New York, they think of New York City, when the rest of New York is largely completely ignored. When we have the Finger Lakes region, we have Buffalo, which is friggin' awesome, we've got Niagara Falls, We have the Adirondacks, which is the largest like national park in America, so all of that gets completely overlooked. And Eastern New York and Western New York are two completely different entities. I grew up in Eastern New York. I am from southeastern New York. As close to New York City really as you can get without really being considered like a suburb, or like, we still get day trippers and people in my town commute to New York City for work. But it's not like so you're going there like every, like, you know, it's a day trip kind of distance away. Whereas Western New York is completely different. They eat different foods, they have different words for things. They have Tim Hortons instead of Dunkin' Donuts, and I feel bad for them. Dunkin' Donuts for life. Tim Hortons can go die in a hole somewhere. Tim Hortons coffee is trash. Their baked goods are pretty darn good. Dunkin' Donuts coffee is delicious, but their donuts are meh. Which is kind of sad considering donut is in their name. Talking about. New York isn't just New York City. Eastern New York and Western New York are two very different places. And to top this all off, New York City sucks, okay? So when I went to my college and people were finding out like where I was from, a bunch of them, even the ones who were from New York, but just from Western New York, were like, oh my gosh, you're so close to New York City. Like, do you go there all the time? Like, are you there on the weekends going to parties and stuff? No, I'm not. New York's the worst. Getting into New York City is either a pain in the ass because you'll drive, and driving into New York City is hell on earth. Or it's expensive because you have to take a train in, and it'll cost you like $35 round trip, which might not be a ton of money because you have to spend $15 on a toll if you go over the George Washington Bridge anyway. $15 on a bridge toll. $15. If you're going to Queens, it's an extra $8 when you go over the Triborough Bridge, which isn't called the Triborough Bridge anymore. It's like the Fred Kennedy? I don't know, the one who was shot. So getting into New York City sucks. And then when you get there, unless you really know what you're looking for, it's not a good city just to walk around in. Because you either get stuck in the financial district, where it's just a bunch of stuffy office buildings, they're massive skyscrapers, but there's nothing to do in them. Or you get stuck in an area where it's just a bunch of like nasty convenience shops and really cheap stores that you don't want to go into because they all look like a tornado came through them and the windows are dirty. You have to plan a trip into New York City. Then all anyone ever wants to do is go to Times Square, where it's just mobbed with tourists and it's just a bunch of ads. All Times Square is advertising. It is just this shining beacon of capitalist America. Oh my gosh. Soho's pretty cool, I gotta admit. Soho stands for South of Houston, which is a street. Houston Street. It's Houston Street. There's Soho, which is south of it, and there's actually an area called NoHo, which is just north of Houston Street. It's like there's a line on Houston Street, and all of a sudden south of it is like hipster mecca. Everyone is so friggin' hip when you go into Soho. It's absurd. New York City's the worst. Alright, so I'm like 90 minutes out or so from a destination. It's been a pretty uneventful drive so far. Just stopped at Dunkin' Donuts, got myself a wake-up wrap, which is pretty good. Took them all of 30 seconds to make, which is a little disconcerting. Got myself a coffee, which I haven't cracked into yet, because Dunkin' Donuts coffee is so stinking hot. And this might be the last update before I get there, because the battery on the camera's dying, because I didn't really get much of a chance to charge it before I headed out. So yeah, hopefully I make it there in one piece. See you there. This is how that works. Like,
yeah, and like basically May hasn't set it up well enough that like.
whoa! Get him there. There you go.
Woo!
I killed Paquito.
Yeah, we're getting raped. That's what's happening right now.
26-7.
This is actual assault.
I shot. Maybe. I thought I shot him in the head. Oh, who are you?
What the hell are you doing?
I was running around in circles trying to pummel that guy. Don't kill me!
I'm just gonna go into the middle and run in a circle now.
That's what I did.